some of the weed barrier we leave in. We leave some onions in from the year before to kind of get a head start, because you can never grow enough onions for these guys. I mean,
the gardening program at Hutchinson Correctional Facility, called Garden4Good, made quite an impression on K-State President Richard Linton.
What I'm seeing is more than just growing produce in a garden. It's all the life skills that are created through this process, the leadership skills, the financial management skills, the communication skills. That's what makes this difference. This is life-changing versus just becoming a farmer in a prison. The purpose of a land-grant university is to be able to meet the needs of communities, but also you're hoping that it changes people's lives. And I think that's what you're seeing here. I had mentioned earlier, I've been in all 105 counties and communities and seen all kinds of different kinds of educational programs and extension programs. I haven't seen one that has made this much of a difference in people's lives.
That is huge praise, considering K-State President Richard Linton and his entourage have spent the past 2 years visiting communities throughout the state, listening and learning from Kansans who live there. And what they heard was how Garden4Good is producing more than 44,000 pounds of produce each year that is in high demand.
We've got a couple varieties of melon that are just out of this world, and these guys are on me now. They're on me right now. Hey, they're going to be, is this melon going to be available? And I'm like, yeah, it'll be there. I got you. Yeah, in August, I got you.
The program began in 2011, where the men tend 1.9 acres of land, growing vegetables and fruit, enough to feed the facility, and share a majority of the rest with community partners.
We buy Ziploc bags and we cut onions. We chop onions all afternoon, several days a week, and till they're all gone. And that way the clients can take them home with them and put them in their freezers. We did Google searches about how to freeze the tomatoes, sweet potatoes, the new potatoes and green beans, and so we taught people how to utilize the vegetables. We are still right now using the green peppers and onions and things like that to prepare the meals with that we serve at the soup kitchen.
Garden4Good is only open to residents who are drug-free and carry no disciplinary reports. Residents who invest in it say it doubles as a self-improvement program.
And then we've had guys get up at the graduation and actually say, hey, this was the longest that I've ever been sober. I mean, that's amazing for a 45, 50-year-old man to say that in front of a room full of people. This is the longest, the program's 9 months, the longest that I've ever been sober in my life. And you remember it.
It taught me a lot of patience with the prison system, with people, my family, because I was a bitter person. But now I think I'm pretty much on an even keel. Yes, on an even keel with everything that's going on with me and within this system.
The first year, after at the end, I got to see what we were donating, what we were giving to the outside. And I just knew I had a purpose, I had a meaning, I was doing something that meant something. When it was 120 degrees outside and we're out there in the garden, there's a few people out there and we stay consistent. I kept thriving because I knew it was something that I was doing that was helping others.
One of the purposes of K-State's statewide tours is to find ways to help communities. And for the Garden4Good program,
one of the residents talked about the importance of learning the science behind the nutrients, the soil, the fertilizer, the water, the different varieties, to be able to try to be creative and as most productive as they possibly can be. I think that's where we can make a change. I think also making sure that they have a credential or a certificate or even potentially a degree through the community college that we can partner with, so that when they have an opportunity to be released, they've got a great opportunity to be able to gain employment right out of the chute and be a leader right out of the chute as well.
And they don't buy things for their square foot specifically.